Alrighty, welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War walkthrough guide, and in this video we are going to be doing the Jotunheim Tower, and that is it. This is going to be a pretty short one, but it is going to have a lot of fights, and the hardest, probably what I would see as the hardest fight in this game, so be prepared. This is going to be your last time upgrading, maybe your second last time. You might get one more chance, but this is probably my last time that I upgrade, so...
You hitting the road or chewing the fat?
If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find our own path, right?
Bollocks.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
This is incredible!
Oh, how can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on, that was great.
Look,
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing! How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between. Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard Peak.
but how do we use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's little challenges are never as simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
Well, this is sparse.
The pedestal.
Oh no! It took the stone!
Tower. It's absorbing the stone's energy.
Something's happening! Is it moving? It's moving!
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst.
Alright, so out of all the fights, the first one is the hardest, and the Helheim one, or not the Helheim one, the Alfheim one is probably the hardest. So those are the two hardest out of all these fights. So you want to try to stay in a corner where you can hit all of them, and this is where the blades really shine. Try not to use the axe, because the blades give you enough distance to hit absolutely everyone. If you use the axe, you can only hit around one or two at a time. It's not really worth it. This is truly where you will see the blades shine, is this part exactly right here. Even if it's one lower level than the normal Leviathan axe, you could still make it really good. Even without the last upgrade, because the last upgrade gives you like 10 permanent stats to like 3 different things. It's like luck cooldown and some other stuff, but it is a pretty good upgrade to have because it increases, I think, your blades by 30, like your runic by 30. So it would be a nice upgrade to have, but obviously to get it, it takes a lot of work. You have to do all of Muspelheim, then you have to kill the Valkyrie, which obviously we're not doing. This is just playing through the main story and showing you how to beat it. I could show how to beat the Valkyries, but then I would have to, you know, show the armor that I use, and yeah, it's just going to be a lot of work if I do that. That's why I just decided to only do the story, because that's the only real reason why you're doing this. You don't really need to do the Valkyries. They're not part of the main story, so there shouldn't be much for you to worry about the Valkyries. I got distracted there. I didn't say much about that fight, but it's very simple. Just stand in the corner, use the blades and you should be pretty good. This is the Alfheim one. This is the very annoying one. Like, this one's very annoying because you have to fight 2 elves that will act like the boss, and you already know my opinion on the elves, where I do not like throwing my axe all game, which is the truth. It's what I find pretty boring about this game, and as I said during the Alfheim part, there isn't much you can do because they shoot the projectiles right under them as soon as they dash away. So if you try to attack them with your axe or anything that isn't a throw, you will get hit. So for this one, you just want to isolate the one that is the lower level, which will be the one with the lighter green health. He's the one that's the lowest level. There's going to be 2 nightmares that spawn in. Make sure you do deal with them. One of them is a normal nightmare, the other one will be a suicider, so you should watch out for the suicider. I don't get hit by him, but just beware about him. So right here, he does go to suicide. I dodge right away as soon as he does it, and then I go back to killing the one that's at the lowest health pool. So right here, I did waste a Blade Runic because I thought that he was going to keep walking forward, but then he stopped. That's my bad, but it's no worries. It's not really worth using the Blade Runic, honestly. I say this is where you want to use your Rage throughout the entire fight. You might think it is pretty early to use that, but I am telling you right now, out of all of the fights in here, this is going to be the most tedious and the most annoying, because it's really going to suck if you get them low, and then when they're doing their one-hit slam attack, they kill you and you die instantly. That's going to be so annoying, trust me. It didn't happen to me here, but one of the times that I played this, it did happen to me, and I was just like, I gotta redo it all over again. So it is very frustrating. So this is probably the hardest one out of all of them, and maybe the Muspelheim one, but I have a really nice strat to finish the Muspelheim one easily. So as you see here, I do use my Rage as well, and I go for the one that has the lowest health pool, obviously, just to get him out of the way. And keep in mind, I do still have the Blessings of the Frost as well, so I do use that on the last elf once I have one of them killed. That is when I use it. And then I also use Trace's Wolves to stun lock him, because they will jump on him and stun him. So I just sit here and I just maul on this guy. He tries to hit me from behind the wall, but he missed, and then I finish it. So that is it for that one. Now I think it is Helheim. I'm not entirely sure which one's next. I think it's Helheim though. Yes, it is Helheim. Alrighty, so for this one isn't super bad. This one is basically like, it's just Hellwalkers and I think 3 tanks, that's it. This one's a very simple one. This is like the break in between. Like, you get the 2 hard ones and then you get like the 1 easy one. So this one's basically just a break. I do actually die here. I don't know how I died. I just know that I did die here. I'm not sure what I died to though. But I guess we will find out at some point. Alright, so the start is easy until the tanks spawn in. They usually will spawn in around 1 undead or 2. I'm pretty sure the second one, yeah, the second one spawns in. So they'll spawn in around 1 undead, and then the second one will spawn in. This is when it gets slightly challenging, but my recommendation is to first target the what are their names? The undead Draugr, the normal ones. You want to target them first, then go for the tanks in obviously their health pool based. So you want to go from the least level to the greatest level as the last one, because you can't really attack the one that has the highest level first, because then the ones that are at the lowest level will start leveling up, and then they become a problem. You can let the one that has the highest level up to 7 if you want to. I'm pretty sure I let him, It's more worth to let him level up than letting the other two that have low HP pools level up. That's my personal opinion. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing this. And I do die at some point. I'm not entirely sure where I die at, but I am supposed to die at some point. So I will probably cut out most of the next fight, like whenever I'm redoing it, or I might leave it in. I mean, the video is not really super long, so I don't really mind leaving it in if I need to. So I probably will be doing that. Yeah, this fight's not super bad. It's just one of those fights where you just have to be very cautious. That's all that you have to do. Alright, so I'm pretty sure right here is where I die at. I'm not entirely sure. I'm surprised that I died here, though, with how low they were. Oh, that's how I died. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I got blocked and then I couldn't dodge back. Yeah, that will happen to you sometimes. There's not really much that you can do in those situations. So during those situations, you just move on to the next time, as in when you hit restart. Just pretend that it never happened and move on.
Watch your back! Surely that's enough of that.
Alright, so now we move on to Muspelheim. Now there's going to be an ogre, and there's going to be another ogre. There's going to be two of them. So, you want to, the one that you can stun, after you do enough damage, you want to use Blessings of the Frost on him, and you just want to gang up on him instantly. Now, I don't do it here because I don't have it, so you're going to see another way that you can do it if you don't have Blessings of the Frost. So, just make sure you are watching this. As you see here, I don't even have my Light Runic attack to use on him because he was running at me, so I had to only use one. So, this is basically how I did it. See, without Blessings of the Frost, it's hard. I could have just hit restart checkpoint, and then I could have just did it that way. But, like I said, I don't really like to do that too much. I feel like that's just cheating. So, as you see here, I murder his health, just like that. And then you want to use him to go to town on the other ogre, just to get him as low as possible. And as you see, I kill one ogre right here, and then I kill the other ogre almost instantly because I murdered his health with the first one. So this is a very efficient way to beat Muspelheim. This is what is technically supposed to be the hardest, but if you beat them in that way, it makes this the easiest, and then it makes like Alfheim or the first one the real hardest. Right here, I tank some fire damage just to kill him in time and make sure that he can't get another move off. And that is it. That is the, what is this? I forget, the Jotunheim Tower. That is the Jotunheim Tower fully done. That's the final fight. And now we are on to one last video, which will be the Boulder boss fight, and then we are done with God of War 2018, and we will move on to God of War Ragnarok.
Aye. But where are we?
Look! We're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giant secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.